has dropped, so I'm going to be taking you through the Easter eggs and the stuff that has been dropped today.
They don't have Easter eggs on Battlefield, mate. I'm sorry to say.
I don't know what to say, Chris. Would you expect me to be smart or something?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not. Oh, I've got to change the name of this. Right, this one's called New World. What we've got to call it is Banging World. Why not? Because we're all in this together. I'm more whiter than my pit. What I'm going to do is I might go on peaceful for time being. Party orientation. What? My name's Chris and I hate Jacob. He is a big fat boy. Remember Chris once said to me, I hate Jacob and everything he stands for. He's actually a really ugly man. I hope he dies. I was like, whoa, Chris, okay.
Funny thing is, that was never said.
Yeah, that's what you say, Chris. Behind closed doors. So when are you going to do a video with Vivian? Can't wait.
I don't know, I'll have to ask her.
Can't wait. Well, the only thing is, Chris, which is really annoying, right? You know the try not to cringe we did today?
Yeah.
Which was super funny. Well, the thing is, baby boy. Right, just checking something there, sorry. The thing is, I've gone on like multiple YouTube download apps, and it will not let me download it. What? The video, like the actual YouTube video. Because remember I said that, because last time I had that echo thing that was really annoying, it was very unprofessional, so I wanted to change that. Understandably so. So, but it's just been so annoying. And everyone I've gone tons, you know. Even the ones that I use all the time. And it'll just say like the server's failed or the video's unavailable or whatever. It's like, whoa, man.
The German defenses at Hellfire were exceptional.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Managed to dismantle a few of their cannons, we will still pay a heavy toll for our main advance. I expect losses.
So that's really annoying. So I need to see if that's working because the content's there. It's great. But we'll see, won't we? Sometimes you... What's it?
Doctor's on Monday.
I can't wait. I'll come with you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll give you more support, Chris.
Alright.
Are you telling me my husband's got AIDS?
The funny thing is, right? Actually...
You haven't got AIDS, have you, Chris?
No, I'm not. I'm clean, mate.
Good. Good.
I'm
not.
The funny thing is, right? That is...
Go on, Chris, tell us.
I'm just in love. That's it, man. Don't know what.
That's what, mate?
I'm just in love. That's just it.
With who? Me? Damn right, Chris, thank you.
What is?
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, pal. I'm there as well. I'm happy though. I only want you to be happy because you're my baby boy and I don't want you seeing you upset, mate.
But I'm going to doctors to see if I can get antidepressants.
Getting your pills?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll come out, Chris. I know how you feel about them, but if you feel happy, I suppose that's what, like, happier. That's the main thing, isn't it?
She did say to me, it's like, you are depressed and you do need help, and I says, well, I don't want.
Exactly, it's not as all easy as all that shit, is it?
No.
It's not, you don't want to ask for help. I know I certainly do. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I feel whenever I'm in that. I mean, Dad gets it pretty bad. I mean, I don't tend to get it as bad as I used to.
I suffer with it every day. Like,
yeah, you really do. I know you do, pal. I hate seeing that as well. Me, it's all right. I can deal with it.
it's awful.
Terrible. Such a hollow, horrible feeling.
I fucking died. Fuck you and your camping shit.
Only people camp on PlayStation, but you didn't know. Oh, what's on my pickaxe all gone? Oh man, that ain't fair. What kind of blasphemous shite is this? You should be paying me in millions. Did you see Jacob Hallett? What an alpha he is.
Oh my fucking god, how?
How, why, what? Oh. Whoa. Did not enjoy that, boys.
Right, I'm gonna check my tides of war. I think I'm actually quite good in my squad assists at the minute, so it means I'll get the gun quicker.
Can't wait. Oh shit, nearly died there, Chris. There we go.
I used to use this gun quite a lot, now I don't use it a lot.
Because Chris hates it.
I can't play Grand Operations on this fucking desert. It pisses me off. Every fucking time.
What's that? Man, I just want some fucking oak wood, man. Jesus Christ, why is that so hard to get?
She's not well at the minute.
What's that, baby boy?
She's not well at the minute.
Who?
Vivian, she's not well.
Alright. What's up with her?
Sore head and she's choked with a cold.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Hope she gets better soon, baby boy. I don't like seeing her upset. Or unwell.
No, never do.
I know, pal. I know.
I'll do my best to cheer her up as much as I can.
Damn right. Chris came round to my house and said, "Yo, man, I heard you're unwell, so I'm gonna sleep you." I go, "Chris, I honestly feel better." Damn right.
No, just check if you're alright, if you need anything.
Damn right. Chris, I need you in my life.
Well, you've got me, mate. And I ain't leaving.
Oh, just a little bit. Cheers, pal. Appreciate it, man. I really do. Well, I want to go on an adventure, boys, and I want to get some women. And the best way to do that is by making sweet yet passionate love to my mate, Chris. Right.
Fucking. Oh, Nini. Gotta say, the other Tides of War was bollocks.
Was it? How so, mate?
Because it wasn't good, man.
Need me in there, Chris.
They said Chapter 3 will be the best chapter in Battlefield 5. I says that's bullshit now.
Yeah, damn right. Hate when they try and fucking promote it as some fucking godsend. Instead, it's just one fat little shlomi trying to profit off of my yogurt.
See, I like this map. It's better.
Started compiling the that stream we did the last night.
Yeah.
Quality stuff on that, man. Slummy, can you actually go away, please?
Apart
You
from
know I
the
love you.
Apart from the racial
Fucking annoying.
slurs.
Oh, damn right. Of which there are many.
Yeah.
So I can't see the TV because your fat ass is in the way, man.
Try to snipe me across map.
You say maybe go. You got that. Don't sit on my laptop, you little fat little shit.
I think it should be an automatic detonate. That's what I think there should be.
Oh, for fuck's sake, she's actually turned my screen upside down, Chris.
Kill him.
Do you want to face my penis? So what the fuck are you doing? No, you're actually doing some weird shit with my laptop that's actually like fucking destroying it. Please kill me off, for fuck's sake, that is impossible. Why is Steve Buscemi there? Can you go away, please? You're fat and depressed. Oh, fuck off, man. Ah!
Somebody better fucking revive me. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you joking me? These are the fucking shotguns.
Sorry about that, Chris, I died.
I heard.
She actually turned my laptop screen upside down. How the fuck do you do that? Good seeing you there, baby boy, by the way. Missed you. You always good seeing my boy, oh. Oh, fuck me, man. This guy, see things. So how's Chloe getting on?
Aye, the dog's ashes come in today.
Oh, good, how was that? How you guys all feeling about that? Thank fuck, I can actually see my screen.
This guy is literally right behind me! How did you not notice him? You fucking downy.
Oh, Chris got some insults right there. Oh, that's mine.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, what up?
Mortars.
Not as big as my peanut. So when you see what Battlefield 5, right?
Uh-huh.
That's World War II it's set in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
The STG used to be broken as shit, man. How did I hit you for 270? You've only got a bar health of 100.
Is that not a win-win in your situation though? Have you not like won it?
No?
Okay, right. Tons of coal. which I'm pretty sure I don't even need to dig out. Oh, iron. Yeah, boys, we find some fucking iron, mate. Ow. Hi, darling.
We've picked up explosives. Be aware that we have just picked up explosives.
Right, we're going on an adventure, boys. Oh, fuck off, man. Right. You small African boy. Right.
I'm not dying to that.
Well, at least my health's come back now. Because when I was playing peaceful beforehand, it wasn't, and I was very upsetting. And fucking annoying, basically. Yeah. Right. It just looks like there's iron and shit. I don't need any more of that. Shit.
Oh, why did you stand me up?
Right. Cool.
Why did you stand me up? What are you doing, game?
You alright, little man? What's going on?
I literally just flung myself backwards and my guy thought, nah, I'm gonna get up and stand.
Jesus.
This game's broken, dude.
Why are you not playing Black Ops 4? So, well, we never know, boys. Fucking hell, nearly died. That's creeped me out, man.
You tell me.
What is it?
Nah, just an X.
What, currently present in the bedroom? Can't wait.
No, Jacob, not in my bedroom.
I know, I was taking the piss on, man. Just trying to cheer you up.
Why do I feel so fed up? I don't get this.
Because the game's shit.
No, it's not a shit
Fuck's
game.
sake.
That is actually not bad.
Oh, Chris, I think I found the pillagers. Chris! Yeah, definitely found them, man. They're in the middle of nowhere. Yo, Chris, have you seen this?
No, I'm not seeing it.
They've literally got a cave, right, with an iron golem in it. Oh, this is insane. Taking that. Right! The time has come, boys. Execute Order 66. I don't know where they got this dark oak wood from, because it's not nearby. That's what it is. Yeah, it's dark oak wood.
This guy just fucking eliminated us both, man. Like, come on.
You got kill cam there?
No, we don't get kill cams on Battlefield, man.
Chris, I haven't played Battlefield in like 2013. I ain't smarts. How the hell did you get in? Oh, the big door right in front of me. Nothing underneath it. Really? Just...
Alright, mate, calm down. Then I need to win fucking 3 matches. Oh, great, can't wait.
We have lost objective
Of course, this guy has a car 98.
Right, so I found a chest, but there's absolutely nothing in it. I found the pillagers, that's something. No. Kill me. Right. Let's head back home then. What's that? What's that? Some gay. Hello. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, you big black boy. Come on. Finally doing it across. Finally doing it.
I hit him for 50. How did I hit him for 50? It was a clear headshot. Should have been a one-shot kill. How the fuck? I want to know.
What I want to know, Chris, is what happened to the fight scenes in Star Wars, man?
Yeah, they're so gay now.
Yeah. And what's the whole point with like a lightsaber, man, where it can't hurt you? Do you remember that bit, like, when they're in like the fucking snow, right? And Kylo Ren like literally like puts the lightsaber in the Finn's back, and he just like goes out of that sword basically, and doesn't die from it. If I mean, lightsabers literally cut through flesh. They're like it's so hot, you know. And it's like, how is this?
How's this even Star Wars?
Yeah. Illager. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, how is this even Star Wars, man? Fucking right, Chris. It's gay is what it is. You're totally right, man. It's totally right. Oh, it's my man Bobcraft. Can we get one chat for Bobcraft, please? Yeah! Right, I found it, and I've systematically destroyed. Oh, this. I think I've got that one. It's just, it's not appearing. Oh, pig. Insecty. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to it. It's certainly not the series I remember it being. I mean, I understand that it's now owned by Disney, and so it has to cater towards kids. But I personally, I think what used to be one man's vision and dream has now become a fucking corporate company's nightmare. You know what I mean? It's like they can't do it, man. It's like The Last Jedi was so shit. It made me like question why I was like watching why I like Star Wars. Now I don't want that when I'm watching like my favorite fucking film series. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hate The Last Jedi. I mean, nothing happened in it. And do you know the thing I really hate about Disney, right? What's the whole point in bringing back all our old favourite characters, right? Like Luke, like Han, like, or, you know, Leia, if they're all just gonna fucking kill them off anyway? What actually is the point in that?
I don't see it, man.
No. I understand, obviously, Carrie Fisher died, bless her. Naturally, and so they had to kind of like find a way for her character to, you know, obviously leave the series because she would no longer be able to act in it, which makes sense. But it's just like, I don't get it, man. They're just like killing everyone that we ever like fucking liked. Just for leaving the light, pal. Appreciate it.
They don't know how to rate it, man.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Rian Johnson clearly does not understand how Star Wars works. Do you remember that shitty scene in The Last Jedi, right? Where they get that fucking Star Cruiser to go at hyperspeed, and it cuts through, like, the First Order's Star Destroyer. It's like, have you not seen Star Wars? Hyperspeed is not just fast travel. It goes through a fucking wormhole and ends up in another dimension. It doesn't just go fast. You know, and that's what they don't seem to fucking understand. They seem to think you just go super fast. It's like, Jesus, man, read some fucking lore, you know what I mean? And I understand that everyone does, right? That's fair enough. Because not everyone can be arsed reading shitty books. And that's fair enough. But I mean, at least if... But I mean, the thing with Star Wars, right, it's an extended universe, isn't it? So... surely, if you're going to add something new to it, you need to make sure that you're putting it in context, I suppose, with what's been before. That's like me, right, going up to Marvel and saying, right, you know Spider-Man, right? Right, I'm going to make him a gay werewolf. Yeah. And now every fucker is going to have to go out after me and cater towards that, making Spider-Man a gay werewolf, because it's an extended universe. And it's like Star Wars is the same. And now we have to deal with his shitty mistake of all this fucking shite writing. I mean, the thing is, right, you know the best thing about the prequels, right? The best thing about the prequels was there was a major antagonist in every one of those films, right? First one was Darth Maul, second one was Count Dooku, and then the third one was obviously Anakin himself. And that was absolutely brilliant. because that meant you had like 3 different people with 3 different flavors. Fucking, I've hated Kylo Ren since like the first 5 minutes of The Force Awakens. He's such a weak, wet character. And the guy who plays him is just fucking god-awful, because there's no... When we all watched Darth Vader as a kid, we were shit scared, weren't we? Darth Vader had this fear that he evoked into you. And it wasn't until, I think, probably Rogue One that I felt that again, that bit where he's just like slaughtering all the, you know, the rebels. That is just such a great scene, isn't it? And I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna do the exact same that I did with the Last Jedi. I'm not gonna go out and see it. I'm not gonna.
You don't understand anymore, man.
Don't know what the fuck happened with my controller. It might be really weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically do what I did with Last Jedi, and that's just like illegally stream it, because I never wanted to do that. Believe me, it's not something I want to do. But
it's like you've kind of not got a choice.
no, of course you've not. It's just some fucking AIDS that you have to like deal with. Cheers, pal. Appreciate it. Also got my Liara mug. Big Mass Effect fan over here, boys. Same goes for Mass Effect Andromeda, man. How shit was that of a game? You could, I mean, you took the most beloved series of sci-fi, probably next to Halo, right? And they destroy. I mean, the thing is, right? I've like read behind the scenes because I was so pissed off with how they fucking treated it, right? And they had 5 years, right? They had 5 years to make a great game, right? Do you know how much the budget was? 40 million. Do you know what I could do with 40 million? I mean, I have the love of that series. Oh, fucking hell, Chris, I found another Pillagers. They're nearby. I don't know where the fuck my house is. I really don't know where my house is, man. Yeah, the new Star Wars, man, is just a disappointment. Alright, my man, thank you for joining the stream. Where is my house? I've misplaced my house. Can someone find? Oh man! Good thing this bush saved me from certain death, because that could have been quite scary. Right, but no, I mean Star Wars, it's just insane though. I mean, how have I lost my house? I'm sure it was around here somewhere. How can someone lose a house? You know what I'm saying? Oh, mommy, I didn't mean that. What we got out here?
It's not even.
But yes, and then I think the new Star Wars, frankly, they're an insult to fans. I think. And the thing that really ticks me off, right? The thing that really ticks me off is the trailer for Rise of Skywalker. Awful title, but that's irrelevant. The thing that annoys me most about that house is, Chris, there's actually a Pillagers not far from our house, by the way.
What's the title called again?
The title's called Rise of Skywalker. Now, how stupid is that for a title? But
there's no
the thing
Skywalkers.
Is, well, that's what you're gonna find out, because we all know Rey is definitely a Skywalker. I mean, it's just so obvious. It's not. I mean, they've obviously kept it secret for like the last however many years. Everyone knew from day one. I mean, it's obvious. The thing that annoys me, right, is Anakin, is Palpatine laughing at the end of that, right? That to me has two connotations. One, they've bugged it up so badly they had to actually bring George Lucas back in order to fix it, and so they managed to bring another nostalgia card and went, right, here's an old character that you guys know and love. They did the same with Lando, because he's in this one as well. Now, personally, I can give a damn if Lando was in it or not.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really care, personally. I love Empire Strikes Back, it's my favourite Star Wars, but, you know, cool, Lando. And then the other thing is, the fact that Palpatine's back completely destroys Anakin's redemption from the light side to dark light again. Because if you can't completely destroy the Sith and Anakin coming back to the light, what's the whole point of Star Wars? What's the whole point if you can't kill your enemy? What's the whole point of the Empire and the Rebels, the clones and the droids, the First Order and are they the Rebels? I don't even know. See, this is, I mean, how, it's just, man. Yeah, they could have done a lot better. I mean, they don't need to kill off Mark Hamill. He's fine. They don't need to kill Han Solo. And House of Bugs like, man, the script is AIDS to someone killing him. I don't know, man. It's insane. It's really insane. I just, Star Wars is just, I don't know. I love it. You know me. I love the Star Wars films to death.
Yeah, they're great films.
All have. They're great films.
They're childhood movies. Like they were something
Damn
you
right.
grew up with.
Damn right. To me, it's almost like an insult. You know, I was speaking to Amy because I told her how much I hated The Last Jedi, and she watched it. She said she actually liked it. She preferred to Force Awakens. I was like, whoa, woman. I mean, I didn't mind The Force Awakens. It was quite nice to see all the old characters again. To me, that was like the best part about it. And then they killed everyone off. I was like, right, okay, that made no sense to anybody, but sure. Thanks, Disney. Great.
Fucked it again.
Yeah. I mean, we all know like Chewie's gonna die at some point because everyone else has. I don't like the new characters, frankly.
Why?
I just think they're weak. I mean, Kylo Ren, he is not an antagonist, is he? He is like the most dullest. He's like an emo teenager who's trying to rebel. You know, that is what he is. It's not like he's like a sadistic mass murderer like Darth Vader was, who was ridden with hate, so he just had to murder everything that was in sight. He's just like some whiny teenager, you know, oh, Mum said I couldn't do this, so I'm gonna do it. You know, when he kills like an enemy, there's no like, what else? White? There's no like. To me, that it's just like it's filler. So
it's
the
shit.
It's like, yeah, pointless is what it is. But yeah.
I don't see the point of making the Star Wars movies anymore if they can't even keep
No,
up
I
with their
don't.
own. If they can't keep up with their own fucking storyline, like
Yeah,
I
damn right,
don't
totally
see
agree.
it. I don't see it. I don't see it going
Yeah, totally
far.
agree.
I think right, we should get
Mhm.
the first. See how like the Force Awakens and all that shit and the Last Jedi. Get
Yeah.
them to fuck, and then restart it. I think you should restart it.
Yeah. I mean, frankly, I mean, I liked the Anakin saga. You know, first 6 films, great. When, I mean, well, George Lucas, when he gave it to Disney, he gave him 3 scripts. And those 3 scripts were this new trilogy that he had, you know, worked on because he planned on doing another Star Wars film, bunch. And this is from the same guy, the guy that invented Star Wars, so the guy that knows everything about everything. So we all know that would have been fantastic. I know I would have totally watched that. And they literally chucked it in the bin. Now, Chris, I'm not a businessman, but surely if the man that invented Star Wars gave you the script to the new film that he thought, I know the lore, I know the characters, this is the kind of direction I can see it going, we'll stick with this. Nah, let's chuck it in the bin, man. It's like, what? Are you mad? It's insane. I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind a brand new Star Wars saga that has nothing to do with Skywalker, Anakin at all. You know, it'd be great if there was like a film series of just different people. I would like that, personally. I think that could be cool. But, I don't know, whatever sells. And obviously the new ones are working very fine. I mean, they made like $1 billion from The Force Awakens, which is amazing. But I know. I mean, I don't even know if I want to go see the Rise of Skywalker, to be honest. I'm definitely going to wait till the reviews come out and try and avoid as many spoilers as I can,
Modern
and then
Warfare has been revealed. The gameplay's been revealed.
You gonna check it out?
I've checked it out.
How is it?
Well, I've seen a little bit of it.
And
I mean, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad, you gonna get it?
I've already pre-ordered it, mate.
Chris, I can't wait for you to pre-order it harder next time.
It's like, it does actually look pretty good. It does look good.
Good. Well, I mean, they've got quite a fair good bit of budget there, so I imagine they can make a decent game if they want to. The thing is, they hardly do these days. I get that with games, actually.
Battlefield 5 was such a shit show, though.
I mean, you can take Mass Effect, you know? You can take... Oh, well, that's EA, isn't it? EA and games, let's face it, that's two words that don't go well together. Customer service and EA, there's another one that doesn't go well together. I mean, for me, not Battlefield, Mass Effect, right? I love that series. I adore the series, I say. The amount of hours that I've plugged into Mass Effect 2 is probably quite sad, to say the least. And it's an exceptional game. I think it's just a fantastic game. I love it. I love it to death. But when I heard that they were bringing out a new one, you know, Andromeda, I was like, yes, boys, brand new graphics, new console, right? New powerful console, PS4. This is going to be an extremely amazing game, right? So I end up paying 60 quid for it, Chris. This is the first game I pre-ordered in years. I play it, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty shit, but I've just started it, man. Let's not get too wound up. There's some new stuff in it. I'm not a big fan of it. And then I kept playing. I was like, man, this is absolutely awful. I played it twice. I did 2 gameplays because I got a platinum trophy on it, and I was one of the first people who got a platinum on that. A little pat on the back there, but I was like, what is this shite? And there were aspects of it that were much better. The combat was a lot less clunky, which was nice. I like that aspect of it. However, it was still, to me, if you want me to put it simply, it didn't feel like a Mass Effect game. Now, surely that is exactly what you'd want. You'd want it to feel like a Mass Effect game. And for me, it didn't. For me, it felt like just like a boring, normal sci-fi adventure game thing. It wasn't a Mass Effect. The thing about the Mass Effect series for me was there was many aspects. The banging storytelling. I like the fact that they told the story as well through characters and conversations, and that if you turned up your console, you actually wondered about the characters as if they were real people. That was the effect they had on you. They felt like your friends. It was an incredible piece of writing, and I think the romance between Shepard and Liara is like one of the greatest examples of a romance in any piece of kind of literature, film, whatever. It's amazing. Andromeda, I mean, to be honest, that's a hard, you know, a hard thing to walk up to again and try and do, which is understandable. I mean, they absolutely nailed it. I wasn't a big fan of Mass Effect 3. Now, a lot of people say that is one of the greatest games of all time. I like it, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great conclusion to a fantastic series. I think the best thing about Mass Effect 3 is that the Earth literally felt like it was the end of the world. And that's what I really liked about it. What I didn't like about it was the ending was so poorly done. I absolutely hated the ending. Everyone hated the ending. I don't think there's a single person that was proud of it. They brought out an ending, right, that they should have done beforehand, that they literally charged people for. Before it got so much backlash, and people was like, man, no. But I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'm disappointed with Mass Effect. They have said that they're not pulling the plug on it, even though they've bugged it up so badly. They're gonna hopefully do a new one. Me, I would like, maybe not Shepard, I don't know, but I'd like someone to. Andromeda could have worked, right? If they had not pissed around for like 3 years and actually used that 40 million of a budget to actually do some decent work, I reckon it could have been a great game. Personally, it could have been like the best Mass Effect. But I don't know, man. Halo's got a bad
Bad outcome,
rap
yeah.
nowadays with Halo 5. You know.
Halo 5 and Guardians was probably people were more mad about.
Yeah. Just kind of rank. I might do that actually. I might do a rank compilation. Why not? But no, I mean, I've not played Halo 5. I know enough about it that it's not a game I play. But obviously, I mean, I grew up with the Halos, right? I was about 7 when I played Halo 3, and it just blew my mind. I'd never played a game like that before. That was just like insanely eye-opening. There's a few games that have actually done that and made me like, oh man, this is like genius right there.
Modern Warfare 2 made me do that.
Modern Warfare 2 was an exceptional game.
It was very exceptional. It was one of those
It
games
was,
you will never ever forget.
Damn right. You can go back to it and it's still an amazing game. You know, it's.
Oh, you're still getting the
I
nostalgia.
loved it. But I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't know. I mean, for me, I think as I get older, I'm like harder to please. You know what I mean? I just find like, you know, if it doesn't have such and such, I'm just gonna be like, oh man, bring back what's it called? But I mean, I don't know. So I think Star Wars is bugged. As far as I'm like, as a viewer of it, I don't reckon I'll go to see a Star Wars film. I thought the whole, I mean, Solo obviously was the first Star Wars film to lose money. Now, for me personally, I don't know why anyone would go watch a Han Solo film. I mean, to me, it's just like, why? I don't care. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I don't care where he got the name Solo from. I don't care about where he met Chewbacca, because there is a certain aspect, right? Which is like the beauty of mystery, right? I quite like not knowing stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, that first scene, right, in Star Wars, the first one, where you see when Luke's at old Ben Kenobi's, right, at his place, and he's telling him about his dad, right, and he's telling him about the Clone Wars, and Luke says, "I thought I was in the Clone Wars. You were in the Clone Wars." George Lucas had no clue what the hell the Clone Wars was in 1977 when he wrote the script. He just thought it was a cool line, and he thought, that sounds nice, I'm gonna put it in. It wasn't until Attack of the Clones, like what, 30 years later, that he like put it in. It's like there was a beauty of mystery. Now, obviously, the first film I saw was A New Hope. I mean, I was like 7, so I didn't really pay that much attention to all the like details.
Oh yeah,
but
no, you didn't.
I was certainly like, man, Clone Wars to me sounded in my head nothing like what it was in the film. It's the same thing that when I read a book of anything. When I read The Hobbit, right, it was nothing like the films that came out. The Shire looks nothing like, in my head, from the description I've seen, to how it is in Peter Jackson's films. Now, I don't knock them. I think they're beautifully made, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. Not The Hobbits, but, you know, Lord of the Rings is pretty good. It's just like, man, what's the point? Yeah, new Modern Warfare. Chris cannot wait for the new Modern Warfare. I know I can't. What about you, Chris?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not actually seen it. I've just like basically went on Wikipedia and read up the synopsis of it, and I was just like, man, that is the most boring. It's like, for me, the best description I heard of it, it was like, it's not a bad film. It's just a mediocre action adventure. It's fine, you know. You can put it on, and it's
the campaign I'm worried about, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh,
I would probably, if I was gonna go, right, we're gonna call this game Modern Warfare. Right, what does this game have that, what does this campaign have that most the other ones don't have?
Thank God. I mean, that was my main point. How would you make it different from what's been before? That, to me, is
I would have went,
original.
right, we're gonna make it about Lieutenant Price. Definitely, we're not gonna call him Captain, we're gonna call him Lieutenant.
Damn right.
And we're gonna write up a bunch of shit, and it's got to correlate how Price met Sandman and Ghost and everybody else before also getting ambushed and then taken away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like it. I'd look for. You want to be completely honest? I want an original game. You know, to be honest, I understand why they moved away from the World War II games back in, you know, when they made Modern Warfare 1, and then came back and perfected World War II with Call of Duty.
But like, they've had 3 years to work on this shit. 3!
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, for me, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd buy a COD anymore. I mean, it's like, man, I think my days of playing COD are over. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I've not really bought a COD since Black Ops 2.
Great.
That's like, it's a banging game. I love Black Ops 2, man.
The
So good.
campaign, if you just play 1 and 2 back to back.
Brilliant. And the thing is,
it's a straight up story. It's a straight up story.
Yeah. What you want?
And you've got
Black
multiple...
Ops 2, Black Ops 3. What was that all about?
Yeah, Black Ops 2 had multiple
do you know, I can't even remember it.
Black Ops 2.
I remember our limbs getting ripped off, but that's about all I remember from it.
Yeah. But multiple choice. That's what.
I know. That's what I liked about World at War, actually, because you could do that. You could choose to save people or not. You know,
Yeah,
not choose, but you kind of like, you either knew or you didn't. And that's what made it really great. Don't blame me, Bloodcraft, to be honest. It's like, they're not worth buying, to be honest. The old ones are just
I don't think game companies give a shit anymore. That passion for
exactly.
what they had.
I honestly think, yeah,
it's
gone. Once you make like a name and a legacy for yourself, nah, no one cares. You don't care anymore. You know,
I thought Black Ops 4 was going to be taken in the right direction. Oh boy, was I wrong.
I can't tell you. I mean, I didn't even remember it coming out. I just remember people saying, you know, it didn't have a campaign. I just thought, oh, they're going down that battle royale. It's a complete. We all know why they're doing it, and it's completely for profit. Now, you're a company. That's understandable. You need to turn a profit. That's fair enough. My advice is don't sell your soul to do it. They're selling out their fans by doing that. Me, basically, it's just, man, I mean, it's like, you get all these companies that do loot boxes, or pay to win. That annoys the hell out of me, man. You know, do you know what? I've played so many stuff. Bloodcraft mentioned this here. It says the game can have potential if EA aren't part of it. It's so right. I remember playing those Star Wars games back when George Lucas was still in control, right? And it was LucasArts. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, right? Let's take that for example. I love that game. How amazing was that game, Chris?
I've never played it.
Have you not played it, man? It's a banging game, let me tell you. Did you want to know why it's a banging game?
Like Revenge of the Sith. Remember that?
Oh, that
PlayStation
was
2?
a great game. I've got that. I've got that right next to me. What a game that is.
Such a banging game. So fucking good.
Because there was a heart and soul put into it, man. They just knew that the games would bang, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was a great game. I friggin' loved that game.
I don't know why EA own fucking Battlefront. I don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah, Battlefront's going downhill. I mean, the old one, what? Battlefront 2, right? Let's check it out. Right. Who owns it? LucasArts, there you go, that's why it's a good game. Because it was completely signed off and certified by the man who invented Star Wars. Therefore, it's going to be a good game. It's not going to be someone that's caring about it for profit. When George Lucas made Star Wars, right? No one thought it was going to sell.
Oh no.
He, like, basically, when it premiered, he was literally out with Steven Spielberg, like, in a bar, I think in like Miami or whatever, and they were working on the script to Indiana Jones because he honestly thought Star Wars was going to bomb. Now the only person that thought it was actually going to succeed was Alec Guinness, who hated the thing, but he thought it was going to be successful. And it became the highest grossing film of all time when it came out in '77, I think.
Yeah, wasn't it the fourth one, the fourth, fifth, and sixth one that came out first, and then obviously the prequels?
Yeah. Yeah. And I watched them like that as well. Because, I had, you remember VHS? I had, A New Hope on that. And that just blew my mind as a kid.
Remember the little fucking, what are they called?
Ewoks.
No, the tapes. See, they were like
Yeah.
rectangular things that you just stuck into a thingy. Remember
Yeah.
them, Jacob? They were
They
the good.
they were great.
They were the good old days. Back
They
when you didn't
were.
have DVD players.
Damn right.
Back when you fucking had a Nokia and it was like a fucking shit.
Oh, yeah, they were like bricks. You could like literally fire like a bullet into that and it would like deflect it. Man, now you like just like tap an iPhone and it just cracks.
Oh yeah.
Is it me or are things getting wild? I feel like I'm ancient, right? You know how like when you have that stereotypical like old granddad that complains about nothing's like the old days. But nothing like I mean I've bought so much shit recently, right? Off the internet. From like legitimate sellers and stuff. And it either comes broken or there's some fucking problem with it and you're like, oh my god. I remember buying something back in the day and it'd just be like it fucking worked.
It's just,
you know,
it's weird how games.
do you know what? I've got the impression, right, that when I get that green screen coming tomorrow, there's going to be a problem with it. It's literally in the back of my mind. I get the impression, like, whenever I buy like a toothbrush, there's going to be something wrong with it. I don't know why. It's just like every time I buy something now, there's going to be something fucking wrong with it, and it infuriates me, man. Don't know. Maybe I'm just being cynical. I know. I wish George. Well, the best thing about it is they fucked it up so badly. They brought George Lucas in to save it. I mean, they literally said Ryan kind of went off the road. I mean, when Abrams, whatever it is, wrote the original 3 scripts of these new sequels, right? Obviously, he had a plan for it. And you think, okay, that's cool. He obviously grew up with Star Wars films. He'll probably have a good inside knowledge as to how it's made, and that's cool. And I quite like his work. He's a big fan of Phantasm. I'm a big fan of Phantasm. So, you know, I've got quite a lot of time for him, right? And he makes The Force Awakens, and I'm like, yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. It just feels like a rewrite of A New Hope. But, well, you know, it's good, you know. Fine, it's enjoyable, it's nice to see the old characters. Looking forward to the middle one. Can't wait. They give it to a new director, because that's the common thing with Star Wars. It's never directed by the same guy twice, except for George Lucas, obviously. And, you get Last Jedi. And you're like, well, first of all, how the fuck does it tie up to The Force Awakens? Like, it's not even a sequel, it's like a different, like, fucking universe. It's like, what is this shite? And then you read that Rian Johnson completely discarded J.J. Abrams' script for The Last Jedi and completely had free reign on it and did whatever he wanted. You're like, with a company that is as big as Disney,
Right, Jacob,
with
I'm
an
gonna send
investment
you a link to
Oh,
somebody.
please do, man.
Right, I'm gonna send you a link to someone
Uh-huh.
who's played the game, and I want
Right.
you to take one look at it, right? I want you to take one look at it, and I want you to know what you think. That's what I want.
Okay, I will do. But I mean, they spent $4 billion, right, acquiring Star Wars. That's a big investment, right? I know if I had $4 billion, I'd be pretty safe with my money, you know. But I don't know. It's like they don't give a shit. Hey, son, how you getting on, pal? No, you saying, old boy? You saying, what? You saying, I don't know. $4 billion. I wouldn't mind $4 billion. That's almost like saying Disney, just give it to me, man. If you're gonna, just give it to me. I'll give it a nice home.
Right, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm starving. I've not eaten apart from that panini.
Maybe not.
That's it.
Chris, I bought you that.
Fucking tripped. You taking the piss?
Oh. But yeah, Rise of Skywalker, man, what is that AIDS? I mean, I mean, if it was like the last Star Wars film, you would give it like a really great cliffhanger of a name, wouldn't you? Rise of Skywalker, fuck me, man. I remember like being literally deflated when I heard that. I was like, oh my god, really? That's what they've gone with? The amount of budget that Disney has, that's the shit they come out with. It's like insane, man. You'd honestly think... I mean, I don't think I've failed, if that's the crap that I come out with. But that's just me. I'm a cynical child who's texting me, man. What she said I'm sorry for? Oh yeah, I know. Totally agree with you, Blobcraft. I mean, it's just like this insane fucking gamble for money, and that's upsetting, man, to me. Because I mean, that's as I said to you before. I mean, the best, you know, it started out as one man's vision, one man's dream, and now it's this corporate company's nightmare. I know what I'd rather have. I'd rather have someone that's making it from the heart, like George Lucas was, against all odds. You know, he didn't give a shit if it like failed or not. He made it. It was his baby, and it bombed because obviously it didn't bomb. He thought it was going to bomb, and then it was like fucking the massivest film on the planet. I don't even think that was a word, but never mind. I don't know. It's insane. Have you seen this? Look at that brightness. Let me turn that down. That's actually completely down. Delphine or whatever. Basically with a blurred vibrator. On my Instagram, of all things. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, everyone. I really didn't expect I'd be ranting this much. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have to... I know, have you seen this guy, Star Wars Theory, right? I subscribe to him on YouTube. He does this Vader fan film, right? He's only got one installment of it yet, and the girl that plays Padme, I've got to say, oh man. You know me, I love me Natalie Portman, but this... But anyway, it's brilliant. And it came out of all his pocket because they couldn't get any crowdfunding from it because obviously it's a licensed product to Disney. They own the intellectual property. You can't make crowdfunding off of like something that's sold by someone else, whatever. And so you had to pay, I think, like $150,000, I think, because he's Canadian, I think, to do it. Now, I mean, that's some insane dough. If someone said that to me, right, and as much as I love Star Wars, I say, no, man, it's not worth it. He did it. And do you want to know something? It's fucking brilliant. It's like 12 minutes long or something. He's got like 5 like moments planned, but it's I don't know, man. It's just don't know, man. Right. Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
First, Modern Warfare multiplayer gameplay, and a huge credit goes to my boy Syndicate for the footage you're watching on screen now. Now, when I went to see this game at Infinity Ward in May, what I couldn't tell you until now is I actually got to play the game and play this brand new gunfight multiplayer mode. This video is basically going to break down exactly how this game mode works.
Fucking hell, it's 11 minutes. I ain't got time for that. It looks fine. Looks decent. They've obviously got a good budget and they've done stuff with it. Fine. I never play online, man. I played online quite a lot on Black Ops 2. I've got quite good in it. And I just get bored of it, man. It's the same thing constantly, again and again and again and again. Just, oh man, I'm having to die. But that's just the way things go. It does make you wonder though, doesn't it? It's like, what's the point of having like a project? Or like a, you know, anything really. If you're just gonna kind of like just go, man, we'll bring out a bunch of it. They brought out like a movie every year, or a Star Wars film. It's like fucking hell, man. Saturating your market, and every 2 years they bring out like, the biggies. But they bring out these stars, you know. Man, I've not seen Rogue One. I've just seen like clips from it, and it looks banging, I've got to say. But does it make me want to go out and see it? Not really. To me, it's got more weight to it because it ties up to the original trilogy and stuff like that, and it's like something that probably interests me more. But do you know what? I can't really be arsed. I think it's on Netflix. I think you said that to me, Bloodcraft. I still need to watch it. I've not watched it yet, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, can't be bothered. But no, I do not know anymore. I give up. Give up. I was gonna do something, I can't remember what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna do some planning. But I don't know. Is Star Wars the film we know and love? I don't think it is. For me, anyway. That's what I know. Yeah, a lot of people say it was really good. I can't tell. I've not seen it. To me, it looks like not professional enough because I think Disney are a professional company and they've got the money for it. But I think it looks like what I would expect from a Star Wars film, and it's violent. You know, Vader goes in swinging that lightsaber around, killing all the rebels. To me, that's what it's about. I don't know if you were here when I was talking to Chris, but I said, do you remember that bit in The Force Awakens, right, when Finn's attacking Kylo Ren, and they're in like that snow bit. I'm just trying to remember. They're like that forest and it's so snowy. And there's a bit where he falls down on the ground, and basically Kylo Ren like hit him on the back of the back with a lightsaber, and it just like made him go, "Ow, that hurt. I'm gonna fall over now." In any other Star Wars film, that cuts through you, like that. Any Star Wars film, go watch it, and you'll see how powerful a lightsaber is. Disney don't understand how powerful a lightsaber is. It's like, okay, and there's tons of times. If you watch that movie, there's like 100 times where it's a lightsaber thing and it hits someone, like the hand or whatever, and they've still got their hand. Do you remember that bit in Empire when like Vader just straight up cuts off Luke's hand in like one swift blow? That's how a lightsaber should be, man. It's made of fucking heat. It would totally kill a man. You know, Obi-Wan cut off like 4 of Anakin's limbs in like one swift move in Revenge of the Sith. It's like, man, Disney do not understand what a lightsaber is, and it's infuriating. Because I'm like watching it, I'm like, oh man, thank God Finn's gonna die. It's gonna be like a great twist. Did not see that coming. Oh wait, he survives. Yeah, I love how powerful Vader was. And Kylo Ren, right? He's got this like wet dream of trying to be as powerful as his grandfather. It's like, fuck off, man. You're useless. You're like the worst antagonist I've ever seen. I think Scrooge has got more balls than you. You know what I mean? It's like, the thing with Scrooge, right? He redeems himself. We all know that Kylo Ren's going to be turned to the light. It's so obvious. The thing is, it's like Disney. I can guess what's going to happen, right? Now, me and Amy have this big debate. She doesn't want Rey to fancy Kylo, and that it's obviously going to happen. It's a Romeo and Juliet thing. 2 people from different sides are going to fall in love. It's opposites attract. It's going to happen, man. You can just tell. You know, do I want it to? I couldn't really give a shit, to be honest. But you know what Disney's like. They love their romance, don't they, in their films? You know, look at Beauty and the Beast and all those other shitey films they've made. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They're making a Mass Effect movie, I think. Why? That's the thing, if a game gets popular, they make a film of it now. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind banging Daisy Ridley. I mean, you know. But, I don't know. It's so fucking... I know it's gonna happen, I can tell you, it's just gonna fucking happen. It's so obvious. Like, they think they're gonna be really edgy. Oh yeah, we're bringing 2 opposite people together. No, it's gonna fucking happen because that's how fucking literature has been for the last like 500 years. See, when I wrote my book, right, I avoided that fucking social cliche shite and just wrote it as if you go down to the pub and you see the old boys, right, drinking around and they're having a drink. And they tell you a story. That's how I wrote that book. In a kind of traditional way of how people tell stories. How people told stories around a campfire 10,000 BC. You know, I mean, I know them in Minecraft. I mean, why? What is the fucking point? I mean, a game is a game. I don't want to go out and see it on a big screen, frankly. I wouldn't mind playing it on a big screen. That's a different thing. Seeing a film adaptation, I think I'd rather put my balls in a blender, to be completely honest. Also, I don't know if that's going to show up. No, it's not very upsetting. But she's maybe really attractive. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I don't know, man. I do not know anymore. I give up. I have, unfortunately. Chris showed me it. It's like, man. The best thing about it is Jim Carrey. I mean, that alone makes the film, like, somewhat desirable to go see in my estimation. I'm not going to watch it because I've never been really a Nintendo fan. Sega, whatever. Saga, I don't know. And two, it's just like, why the fuck would I watch
Sega.
a Sonic the Hedgehog film? You know, it's like, Jesus Christ, man, I'd rather die. You know, I'd rather ICE kidnap me and, like, rape me than watch a shitty film. I remember having to watch Shaun the Sheep once, right? I was, like, bored out my skull, man. It's like, I don't want to watch, like, films like this shite, you know what I mean? It's like, can someone give me an original idea that's not based on a fucking game, of a film, whatever? Give me something original, something never been done before. I don't care if it sells 1 million, I don't care if it doesn't. You know, I just want an original storyline, characters, an amazing twist that no matter how many times you see it, it still gets you. I mean, Hitchcock was obviously known for his twists. I mean, Stranger in the Train, great film. But once you've seen the twist, you've seen the twist. Which is a great twist, believe me, the first time you see it, like, whoa, you did not see that one coming. That's a fantastic move. But once you've seen it, you've seen it. And that's the hardest thing, I think, is to come back from that and go, right, how do we make this one? Watch it again. I mean, the acting's superb. There's not a bad part in that film. But
what are you talking about, Jake?
But just Star Wars and films and shit, I just want to see an original film that's never been done before, that's interesting. I don't give a shit if it sells 1 million. I don't care if it does. As long as it's good, the acting's great, the story's original, whatever. Give me an original story, I'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to... Hollywood's obviously run out of ideas. You know, they talk about this whole thing in Hollywood, don't they? About the new Hollywood that was in the 70s. When people were doing films like Jaws and Taxi Driver and stuff like that. And you had some interesting ideas thrown around. You're like, okay, I mean, how many shark films are there now? Because, I mean, Jaws is great because the characters are great, and it's do you know what the best thing about Jaws? You don't see the shark until the very end, right? That's the best thing. And John Williams was smart enough to have the shark as the theme tune. Now that came out because they had a rubber shark that kept breaking down and they couldn't use it. But they managed to have this thematic thing that symbolized that the shark was there, and you didn't even see it. That is genius, man. That's absolutely fantastic. Now there's like 1 million shark films that I'm like exactly the same as the last one. I mean, what can you do with that? But everyone does. I mean, like horror films, man, they're just like the fucking same thing. I mean, how many of these Annabelles have they got? I mean, I've lost count of the amount of times they bring one out like every year. The fucking corrupt doll. It's like Chucky. You know, you remember that? They're bringing a new one out of that. I think Mark Hamill's even doing the vocal of that, the voice of that. It's like insane, man. Absolutely insane. Give me an original idea. 2001. That was exceptional, right? And the thing about 2001, right, even if you know the special effects behind that, it's still a great film. You still go, man, yeah, I know how they do that, but man, that's actually fucking brilliant. You know, I remember I was a kid, I used to do Lego stop motions with my little Lego figures and that. And I was like absolutely enamored with the work of Ray Harryhausen because what a genius move stop motion was. It was like mad. And there's like tons of great films like Jason the Argonauts, you know, Clash of the Titans, all that great stuff. And it's like, man, there's something real about stop motion. It's like, man, that's fantastic. And it's like, because there's been physical human work being put into that. Same with puppeting. You know, Yoda in Empire Strikes Back, he's a puppet. And do you want to know something? He's a lot more realistic than he is as a CGI character. He's funny, you know, he's annoying, he's this hermit old man. He's got facial expressions in a puppet, you know, a piece of fabric, basically. I mean, it's like, man, that is genius. Frank Oz, what a legend. And they did obviously a lot of stop motion for the Star Wars films originally. And I personally, I love that. To me, that feels a lot more real because there's been work put into it. There's actual physical, and it's like you go, man, they actually managed to do that in 1977. That's incredible. Whereas now they just do it, get a computer to do it. And to me, that's just A, it's lazy, even though it's hard work, and B, it's just like there's not really any original effort or groundbreaking work being put into it. They all talk about Avatar, don't they? With the great groundbreaking special effects, and they're great. I think I've only seen that film once. No, I've seen it twice because I watched it a second time. I was bored with it. I was like, yeah, it looks great, but man, the story is just fucking boring. It's the same thing again and again. Some man gets taken out of his comfort zone, he's in a native place that he doesn't belong. He ends up falling in love with someone. Ends up feeling sorry. Yeah, I mean we've had that story a few times before. You know, it's not an original concept. And he's written 4 sequels for it. There's Avatar 5 that's come out in like 2028. Jesus Christ, man. I don't even want that. I haven't even seen Avatar 2. You know? I don't know, man. It's insane. I love the old horror films. Because, I mean, they're not even horror. They're just great films. They're fucking brilliantly acted. The stories are original. I mean, the fucking special effects in those films, man, are exceptional. Because they're just done by like a team of 10 people. It's amazing. You know, if I was to go out with a camera crew and that and work on stuff, I would do the same thing. I'd keep it a small budget. The thing is, right? They had a lot of really tight budgets, right? And the ironic thing is, even though with that tight budget, they ended up making some absolutely exceptional movies. Now you get like billions thrown at a Marvel film that's just going to do the exact same shit as it did in the last one. There's some superhero, there's an origin story, right? He ends up getting some magical power from some fucking, I don't know, radioactive spider. There's some kind of tragedy, he loses his girlfriend, he loses his fucking Uncle Ben. He ends up going, man, I'm going to dedicate myself to saving people. It's a fucking, everyone knows how that works. It's done a million times, no one gives a shit. I know I don't, because I personally...
No, Spider-Man was not like that though. It's never like that. No,
but that's not an origin though, is it? But I mean, it's like, how many times have we had this fucking annoying origin story? And then you get them all, they can all team up and then they all fight each other. It's like, man, fuck me. I would like a story... I mean, so obviously superhero films work because it's a ridiculous idea in the first place of a bunch of guys in spandex running around saving people. I mean, in what universe would that work? The Marvel universe and the DC universe. And that's why they put the humor in it, because it's already a fucking stupid concept, but it's great. You know, I mean, those films are they're good. You know, I've not seen a Marvel film in like years, but they're good. You know, but they've got so much money thrown at them, right? And then you get these films, like these little independent films made by small filmmakers, and they are exceptional with what they managed to do with an original story. You know, up and coming actors, and it's a really tight budget, and they've really worked hard for their money. You know, I mean, they always say this, don't they, about these films that, you know, they don't break even now. And it's not surprising when you have like fucking a budget of 250 million. Imagine that going like saving African kids or something. That would be like a great thing. If someone donated 250 million to kids, he would be like the king of the world. But they spend that on a fucking Marvel film. Jesus Christ. It's already gonna make 250 million. We all it's almost like, you know when you open up like a template from something you've already worked, and I do this like whenever I edit film, videos. I have a certain template that I'll use again and again and again. It's like they do that, right? We had certain special effects of some bloke flying. Let's nick that from the last film we did. It's like that. It's like, man, it's like there's not even any new thing coming in there. You know, it's like, man, give me a fucking decent story. I want to pay hard-earned cash for someone that gives me a decent story. But yeah, I think we definitely should do that. I mean, you know, right, obviously I've written my book, and it's not an original story in that sense. It certainly has a very human aspect to it. And if a company came up to me and said I want to make a film of it, I'd say yeah, that's cool. I've always wanted to kind of like be part of a movie. That'd be really cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. But I would make sure I have creative control. Now that's not just being a dictator. That's so they don't fuck it up. I mean, you remember Aragon? Do you remember this, Chris? Do you remember Aragon?
Mm-hmm.
I read the books of them. They were fucking brilliant. They're written by a 15-year-old. I loved those books, man. They were brilliant. I watched the film, right? And they've got great actors in it. They've got like Robert Carlyle, John Malkovich, Jeremy Irons is in it, I think. And it's like, the acting is shit. It's like, but the fucking, I mean, I've seen Robert Carlyle be amazing. I've seen John Malkovich be amazing. It's like, what the fuck? The script is AIDS. It's like the dialogue in it is just like prequels bad. You know, it's like, what is this fucking film? Now, saying that, I don't mind the film, it's alright, but it failed. Because, frankly, it was pretty bad. You know, it's just like, what the fuck is the point, man? It's just... But the books were exceptional. I really love the books. I had a great time. I've got 4 of them, and they're brilliant. He doesn't mind, the guy that wrote them, because he's a millionaire. I've seen Green Lantern. I saw it when it came out, because I remember I liked it. I was like, that's Ryan Reynolds, isn't it? That's what he made his wife, didn't he? Blake Lively, I recall. And I remember seeing that, and I was like, fuck me. What is this shite? You know? I don't know anymore. I give up with superhero movies, man. They're just fucking... Ugh. But they're immensely popular, aren't they? They'll make like, well, they're immensely popular because the people like them, and they make fucking billions. You put one out, and it'll be like the greatest film ever made. And it's like the acting in it is like lackluster. It's like a fucking fallen. It's like it's painted by numbers, isn't it? Really, it's just like, da 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 da. This is gonna happen. Yeah, it's all green screen. You know, it's not like there's any fucking. I mean, Ewan McGregor said that about Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Now, I love Revenge of the Sith. But he said, at least the Phantom Menace was done with like some fucking actual on-location shooting. The rest of it was just green screen. Like, what's it called? Attack of the Clones and that. And you can kind of tell. And to me, that takes away the magic of the human aspect because we're letting digital shit do it. And obviously there's people behind it pulling the strings and stuff. But to me, it just makes it like a game. Because there's no like... It's all animation, isn't it? It's not like you're actually groundbreaking graphics and stuff of how to do it. I mean, what's it called? George Lucas obviously waited 30 years until he did the prequels because of technology. Because of his vision and what he wanted to do. To be honest, if he had just like stuck with the prequels as they are now, like the scripts and that, and did them in the 80s, I think they could have been great films. Because they had the technology and the means to use it, they just probably hadn't worked it out. I mean, when you look at the behind the scenes of how they did like the Hoth scene in Empire Strikes Back, it's all little figurines that they just like put on strings and like flew around. It's amazing. It's like Jesus. It's like the most amateurish thing you'd ever think of, but you see it on the screen. It looks fucking brilliant. You know. I don't know. Yeah, we certainly don't need 100 fucking Spider-Man. Fucking film. I mean, I lost count. I remember the last one I watched was like the fucking hell, it was years ago. I can't even remember what it's called. It was like the Amazing Spider-Man, the one with Andrew Garfield. I quite like Andrew Garfield. I like that because it was like the comics, but everyone fucking hated it. I was like, alright, okay. It was like literally kind of like from the comics. kind of point of view, but everyone seemed to hate it, so I was like, okay, can't win, I suppose. I don't know. I give up. I mean, I don't really tend to watch long movies.
Spider-Man was probably the best.
Yeah, and it's like, it's so far from the comics, but it's good. It's got a charm to it, you know? It's... I don't know. It's a weird one. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird one, because I mean, there's not really. I mean, you get trailers come up all the time on YouTube and stuff. I don't tend to watch them, like the actual film. It doesn't make me go, man, that's an amazing film, because every time you see one, it's the exact same thing. CGI, lackluster acting. It's just like, man, there's nothing there that makes me go. I didn't even like Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't think he's that great. It's like, okay, I've seen better acting before. He ain't in my top fucking 5, you know. I didn't like Sherlock, frankly, because I thought, man, why? I mean, Sherlock's great. I mean, the story. Obviously, Arthur Conan Doyle, he was such a great writer, and I've got all the books, and I've read them to death. Fantastic. I mean, you could do it. You could put the Sherlock series in any fucking time frame in history, or you could even put it in like a futuristic sense, and it'd still be Sherlock. You know, you could put it in fucking space with fucking Martians, and it would still be a Sherlock thing. You know, that's how good those books are. I just didn't like the modern aspect to it. I just thought, man, it's just they're reamping it for a new audience, and I get that. I mean, I got this with the Doctor Who. I love the Christopher Eccleston one, and I really love the David Tennant. Matt Smith, not so much, and I gave up. And then Peter Capaldi, I don't even think I watched one. And now it's Jodie Whittaker, isn't it? I don't care as a woman. I just think that the writing shit and the acting is pretty shit. That's all it is. You know, it's the scripts are shit. You know, I don't give a shit if it's a woman. It doesn't bother me. I know what they're doing it because every fucking person's doing it. I mean, Woody from Toy Story is now bisexual. Okay, I thought he was just a fucking toy. I didn't even realize he had a sexual orientation, but apparently he does. I mean, this is like, it's Disney again, isn't it? I hate this trying to fucking tick boxes to make people happy. I hate that. Just make a fucking story where that doesn't matter. I don't give a shit if the guy's gay, bisexual, straight. I don't even care if he's fucking asexual. As long as he's a character